Right, it's the premium video for Tuesday the 19th of April. So our previous video title was Duplicitous Market, Can We Close Gap? Question mark. And yes, indeed, it was a duplicitous market again yesterday. We said that we would get a gap down, which we got. Then, we got the market into everybody believing that the gap was going to close as we were sort of selling off. And then we did a very curious thing. We stopped kind of halfway short into the gap and turned around. So, that just shows how duplicitous it is. We broke the, well, we didn't really get into the gap. We broke the swing low, and then we regained the swing low, and then moved higher. Now, what is all this about? Well, it's about uncertainty. I mean, that's the only thing that you can say. But we are building this broadening formation on two fronts, on the 5-minute and on the hourly, and even on the daily. And we've got to see how that plays out. And these things do not end well. They never end well, these broadening patterns, okay? So we've got this one on the 5-minute, we've got the one on the hourly. I think what the market is struggling with is this little unclosed gap, and we've talked about it. We have to look at the daily for it because it's so far back. This little unclosed gap sits here at 47,890. Sorry, let me move to the daily. You can't even see it on the hourly. Yeah. Okay, when we had that horrible short squeeze to the upside over here, we didn't quite close the gap, and there sits the gap. 47, call it 47 900, 47,890, something like that. I can't see exactly, but around about there. So a couple of points, a couple of 100 points higher than where we are. So let's see what happens when we get there, and if we can form the top end of that broadening pattern on the hourly when we've done that. Okay, you can see we can go right up to there. And it's up to the bulls then to do the next trick. And if they don't have a next trick up their sleeve, then this broadening pattern can kick in. But that's all we can say at the moment. It really is a duplicitous market where you are getting really big moves to the downside and big moves to the upside, we can say that we're trying to do inverse head and shoulders here, but to me it looks too messy, if we want to say that. We said, we highlighted some of this yesterday. We can say we're trying to do that. I find it very, very hard to believe that we're going to take out this swing high there and move higher. But as I say, anything's possible, but we need the next trick when we get up there, and we need that not to fail. And if we've seen how when these things fail, they fail spectacularly, okay? Especially with us moving into May. So that's what I would like to see, the first prize, to try and get up there, close that gap and resolve this in some way. Okay. Now the pivots are quite interesting today because they don't the main pivot is far away from that area. So the main pivot is sitting at 47,237. 47,237, which sits over here. I'm sure we get kind of a little gap up this morning, so at least above the pivot here. And then the R1 is at 47,730. 730. I'll sit over here somewhere, the top end of that little broadening pattern over there. And then interestingly, the mid R1, R2 sits at that gap close area, 47,874, which is as close as damn it. 874 will sit over there, you see? That is that little gap close area. Mid, I'm going to write in here. Mid. And then the R2 is at 48,018, sitting just above it. R2. So that's what I'd like to see us get to, and have some kind of clear signal there. We're getting very overbought on all the indicators, on all the time frames. So let's see what happens. Okay. On the daily, it really is a mess. We've said that before. There it is. The problem is we've got very low volume on this move here, this declining volume. Not good. And the RSI here is barely going to manage to get into, to take out that previous high over there. I find it very difficult. So let's see. Okay, so data today. We have building permits and housing starts at 230. And possibly that could be the catalyst for that turnaround there. So I hope it helps. See ya.